Hello, my name's George and I'm a political activist from Bristol. Now, I haven't written anything on my blog for quite a long time now. Just things have been getting in the way, like A-levels and other things. But there's something. I thought of loads of things I was going to blog about and didn't really get around to, which is a bit of a shame. But hopefully, I'll be getting back to updating it more regularly now. Um, but there's something I particularly wanted to make a blog about, and I decided to make it a video blog this time. So anyway, it actually happened a while ago. It happened at the end of July, so this video blog is maybe a little bit late, but I thought it was particularly important to make a blog about because hardly anyone seems to know about it. Not many of the people that I have spoken to have known about it. So anyway, there is a cycling festival called Critical Mass, and well, I think it's in quite a lot of places, but the main branch seems to be in London, and essentially they get together on the last Friday of every month and they cycle through London, and it's all really, really spontaneous. So there's no one organising it or anything, and the route is simply determined by the people who happen to be at the front of the line. Anyway, the last Friday of July, which I think was Friday the 29th. Anyway, the last Friday of July was also the opening of the Olympics, and it just happened that Critical Mass happened to be quite nearby, and I am actually in shock by the way that the police reacted to this, because um, it wasn't they seemed to react as though it was a protest against the Olympics, and it actually wasn't. It was just a bunch of people on a bike ride celebrating uh, bike freedom and freedom of the roads and things like that. And also it wasn't just Critical Mass people involved. It just a lot of them were just people on bikes. But I'm very surprised by how the police reacted, because the police essentially crammed. Sorry, I'm not sure if you saw that. My screen just went all funny. um, the police essentially just crammed everyone into one space, at the end in a cul-de-sac, and kept them there for hours and hours and hours. And then they were all, about probably 2, 3, 4 hours later, they were all arrested and taken to a police station overnight. And there are 182 arrests, and so far only 3 people have been charged. And those 3 people were probably people who got a bit violent in the situation. And I'm just really, really annoyed by this, because essentially you have the right to get together in a large group until you do, and at that point the police intervene. And I really think this could have been handled so much better. In fact, if the police hadn't got involved, nothing would have happened. There was no threat of any violence, apparently. I mean, I wasn't there, but from what I've read, there was no threat of any violence. Only 3 people have been charged, which just goes to show how much illegality was involved. And I think that, if anything, this is the event which means that this is the event that should show that police should be vetted more carefully. Because at the moment, I think they're chosen on who can be firm, clear, direct, no hesitations, no sign of weakness. But I think common sense has gone out of it. And because I mean, if there are videos on YouTube, if you just look at some of the way that some of the police have reacted to this, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, for example, there was one woman who was forbidden from giving a Muslim man water at the end of his fast for Ramadan, which is completely uncalled for in my mind, and hopefully in the minds of anyone who's going to watch this video. So anyway, if you Google, there's not actually that much about it on the internet, but if you Google Critical Mass 182, then you can read a few things about it. There is actually an account from someone who was involved there. I'm going to put a link to it in the box thingy at the bottom of this. I'm going to post this. I'm going to post this video on my blog. I'm just trying to think. Oh yes, there's a petition that you can sign that demands justice for the Critical Mass 182. Because essentially, I think that they should all be given apologies and compensation for this ordeal, because it's completely ridiculous. But as I said, if anything is going to change the way that the police are chosen, I'd like it to be this. Well, I'm not sure how good this video's been, but I think it's been reasonably good after such a long time without blogging, and please forgive me for that. Right, it's time for people to respect and admire. And this time I'm going to be choosing my friend China and um, her little gang. Have Mel and Regine and a few other people. Please forgive me if I didn't mention anyone there, but there are quite a few people involved. And essentially, these are people that I've just been hanging out with a bit over the last few months. We've gone to demonstrations and things together. We've done a few political performances concerned with the NHS and Palestine and things like that. And I think that these people have really rekindled in me what it means to be a political activist, because I've been a political activist for nearly 2 years now, and I think I've kind of rediscovered the joy of it. And when I'm with these guys, it really makes me feel part of something, and I hope they'll be chuffed that I mentioned them in my video. But yeah, it was actually because of China that I found out about the critical mass thing, because she posted it on her Facebook. Anyway, I think that's about it for this one. It's just quite a short video, but I just thought it was important to mention this. And yeah, sign the petition, do something about it, because this is a really important issue to me, and hopefully when people see this, it'll be an important issue to them as well. So just make sure the word gets out there. Okay, thanks guys, bye.